everyone, my name is Zaria Quinn, and this is how I learned to create an entire mobile app in one day. One weekend, when I wanted to learn something new, despite all the precautions to learn a million other languages first, I decided to try to learn React Native, just to see how far I could get. I had one simple goal in mind: create an actual app. I started off the day following a tutorial on React. It was incredibly useful and surprisingly up to date, unlike the most React Native tutorials I could find. I ended up creating a simple coffee mobile app. And while there was some videos left in the tutorial, I decided to take the knowledge I gained and start working on my own project. Now at this point you're probably asking, what did I make? Well, the answer is a motivational app, and let me explain why. Back when motivational content was everywhere on YouTube, I would sometimes see cool apps that help you achieve your goals and become the person you want to be. However, these always came with too many questions and too many expenses. So, instead, I wrote down an idea a long time ago to make my own motivational app to help others achieve their goals. And today, I decided to make an extremely simplistic version of that. The goal is to have a monk peacefully meditating in the background, along with a button, which, when you click it, gives you a random motivational quote. A simple yet fun challenge to learn React Native. So, I got started, creating my project in Visual Studio Code, and making a mock-up in Canva, and asking ChatGPT the skills I need to learn to make this project. Then, I took a look at the React Native docs and began coding. I started off with getting rid of the example code and setting the background to an image of the meditating monk. Then, I got started with the functionality. ChatGPT helped me a lot with this, and in my opinion, that's perfectly fine. AI should be used as a learning tool, and if you understand what it's doing and learn from it, then it's a great way to speed up progress. So, I had some quotes, then coded them to be random. And now the monk and the quotes are both on screen. However, it kind of looked off. After a lot of trial and error, from Z-index to absolute properties in the styling, I finally got it looking a little bit better. But there were still some issues. Functionality worked, but I needed a place to put the quotes. So I got a text box from Canva and used it. Yet the text box was too small, and so I had to go back into Canva and get a different one. Eventually, it was all starting to come together. The text was right, the quotes were working, and there wasn't much left to do. After a little break from helping my mom in the garden, it was time to get back to work. I started trying to make the components look right on both my phone and computer, but this seemed to be a dead end. The best conclusion I can make is the difference in styling for iOS and Android, and the fact that I was coding on a Windows while viewing it on an iPhone. So I stuck with the mockup on my computer and continued working. I changed the button color, font size, and even made some more quotes. Eventually, I was finished. After 8 long hours, I had finally finished my first app. It was extremely cool, at least for someone who's never made an app before. The quotes, the button, and the background were all awesome. I had so much fun just pressing the button, seeing which quote would pop up next. I'm honestly surprised with myself for being able to make the mobile app in only one day, as I for sure thought it was going to take a whole month. Now, I think I'm going to go back to the basics and learn to make some cool projects in things like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Let me know what I should make next, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time!